for another mobile fishing live stream. This time I've got a Echo Ion 2-3 weight on a Remington 4 weight 8-foot rod and 4 weight forward line, and I'm going with a foam grasshopper, and we're just going to see what the evening bite is. We got a little quick trip here, and let's just see if we can get a bite or two. Yeah, we were just up in Oklahoma this past weekend. Had a fun time catching some white bass and some bluegill. We were initially going for some striped bass, but unfortunately that fell through, so we ended up fishing. We were hoping for some sockeye, but turned out it was mainly white bass, and actually got a decent dinner out of one of them, or at least a breakfast, I think it was. Brunch. Anyhow, let's see what this little foam grasshopper can do. Okay. We'll just kind of work it over the greenery. Okay. Little pond fly fishing. Temperatures are getting much better now that it's a little bit cooler, and I think there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse tonight, so may have to go check that out. Right now we're just fishing a foam grasshopper, working the banks over here for a little quick trip on a 4 weight fly rod. And let's just see if we get a bite or two before we have to do other things. Okay, there's a hit. Oh yeah. Oh, missed them. That was a blue golly, it looked like. Let's see if we get Mr. Fishy to come back. Come on, Fishy. All right, this foam grasshopper is a very simple pattern. Basically, I just use some closed cell foam, the legs and the hook, and then the tying thread. I don't use any more chenille on it anymore. I used to tie it with some chenille to give it a little thicker body, but haven't done that in a while. All right, howdy, howdy. Let's see, just down here fishing. Hi. Glad you're able to join today. Just doing a little quick trip, mobile fishing live stream. This time pond fly fishing for whatever bites. All right, and so far had one on briefly, but I missed them. But this foam grasshopper works usually pretty good. There's a hit right there. Nice little guy. What is he? What can he be? All right, little bluegill. Foam grasshopper. What am I fishing for? Whatever bites. How much did your pole cost? Oh, I don't know. It's a Remington Pursuit. Picked it up years ago. It's the 8-foot 4 weight variety. I think that one goes for under $100. And then the Echo Ion reels. That's the it's a series that I like. I got the 2-3 weight. Actually, I got the whole line of the Echo Ion reels. 2-3, 4-5, 6-7. The let's see, 6-7, 8-10, 10-12. There's another hit. And I find that the 4-5 weight is the one that I've used the most, and I've beaten that one up a lot. Okay, getting a lot of hits on the foam grasshopper. Let's see if we can get them. See if we can get them. Come on. That was 2 hits in a row that I missed. Okay. There's one. Something just tagged it right behind it. I'm using about a size 10 hook, and again, it's the foam grasshopper. Very simple pattern that you can tie in a few minutes. Okay, and I've caught bluegill, bass on it, and maybe we'll get a bluegill or bass today. Well, we already got a bluegill, so let's see if we can get another one to strike here. All right, let's go ahead and toss it out a little bit further too. It's a weight forward line, and it even though it's 8 foot, you can get a pretty decent cast out of it. And what I also like using this weight forward line is I don't have to do too much back casting. So there's the one cast, and I got it where it needs to go. And do another cast, and you can see it pop out there. So it's a fun little rod, 2-piece, so I can throw it together really quickly. And actually, I think this one's in my little man cave at the house where I just keep it in the corner ready to go. Usually with a fly already on it. In this case, it's the foam grasshopper. Okay. It's Bethany Lakes. There's actually four ponds here. This is the main pond. Back there's the back pond, and there's a lower pond, and then there's the horseshoe pond over here. And that horseshoe pond is the one that they'll stock with trout during the summer, or correction, during the winter trout stocking season, usually December time frame. All right, let's keep walking down a little bit further. Okay, let's see if we can get another one. Let's see if Mr. Bass or Mr. Bluegill want to play today. I'm just gonna work it shallow because typically this time of day, this temperature, usually the fish aren't very far from the bank. So I just need one to get a little excited here. Let's try over here by the cypress knees. Come on, come on. And I've caught pretty good sized bass with this small foam grasshopper. This is tied in a size 10. There's a hit. Oh, I missed them. Missed them. Shoot. All right, thanks. Appreciate the support here. Okay. All right, come on, Mr. Fishy. Okay, let's see if he'll come back. I'm gonna drop it over here again. Let's let it sit for a little bit. We'll twitch it. Little twitch. There's a hit. Oh, missed him again. Holy cow. It's 2 misses in a row. Gotta fix that. Okay, let's do another twitch. Work it over here. Right in that cypress knee area. Water's probably about, say about 6 to 10 inches. Less than a foot. And usually there's another one. Now, all right, let's go a little bit further out and see. Something wants to play out here. Did try out another pond down the road from me, and it's really low. Actually, it's the lowest I've seen in years, which I've been able to take advantage of that because I mark off the areas that I don't normally see that hold structure, holes, as well as some culverts. Ooh, look at that. You seen that? That probably was a bass. Let's see if we can get him to hit. Something feeding on the surface, maybe? Come on, come on. Looked like he swirled pretty good. Okay. Wow. Maybe Mr. Bass is on the prowl today. Okay. That's the other good thing about the foam grasshopper. It'll sink just slightly, a few inches under the surface, and the fish will still strike. So I initially fish it dry. I don't put any dry fly floating on it or anything. I just kind of let it slowly get waterlogged and still be able to catch fish on it. And I think when that happens, it pretty much mimics a bass, or correction, a minnow. Okay, let's see if Mr. Fish wants to play. Okay, give it a little twitch, 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 twitch. Okay, I'm gonna walk back from the bank here. Okay, let's go pop it over here now. All right, here I'm just gonna keep poking away along the bank, just kind of prospecting the bank in the shallow areas, see if something will hit. See some turtles moving about. Oh, there was a hit right there. See if he'll come back. Got a little overzealous. There he goes again. Ah, there's a bluegill. You can see him kind of swipe at it. See if he'll do it again. There he goes. Aha! That's 3 now. Let's see if number 4 is good luck here. Oh no, number 4 is not good luck. All right, well, let's try it again. Just a little poke, poke. Come on. Come swipe it. Wow, I guess 4 was too much for him. He decided it was not one to go for. Okay. Let me drag it slowly. Okay. Let's pop it again. Okay. There's a hit. Ah. It's another hit. Kind of swiped at it. There's another one swiping at it. Another one. Wonder if they're little. Okay. Size 10 hook, if they're little, I still should be able to at least get one or two to stay on the line. Oh, there's a turtle. Let's get away from that. Okay. All right, let's poke it again. Let's start working the shore. There's another hit. Another hit. Ah, that one hit it 3 times. Hit it once. Oh, there's another one. That one looked like a bass, though. All right, let's see if he'll come back. Wow, that was like 3 in a row. Swiped it, and I missed him. Okay, let's see if he'll come back, though. Stuck on a branch here, or snag. Let's get away from that. Let me take up some line, too. Looks like we're gonna be fishing close. I don't really need that much line. And I'm one of those ones that when I fish, I cast with my right hand and I reel with my right hand. So I actually end up switching hands when I cast. And one rule of thumb that you want to keep in your back pocket when you're fly fishing is keep this finger holding the line so that when you set the hook, you can immediately lock on that line. Because if you keep it out like this, you're wasting time and effort and probably missing a chance for that hookup. So you want to keep your finger right there. Okay. All right, and then starting out fly fishing, you really don't need to cast far. I'm casting basically 2 rod lengths. There's another hit. And in this particular pond, everything, or at least this time of day, everything's going to be fairly close, within 2 rod lengths, I would say. There's another hit. There he goes. That's a little bluegill. That was a little bluegill. Those are fun to catch them. Good practice too. Okay, I think that was a turtle over here. Okay, let's just pop it out. Okay. See if anybody's lurking near the tree line. Okay. Okay. And one other thing about fly fishing I notice is a lot of times it's line speed that's key. Okay, so you'll be fishing along, and if you do one of these looping deals like this, your line's not going to be as good as if you do a quick line speed getting your line out. So you want to definitely have some line speed when you're fly fishing. You get some tighter loops and better cast. But hey, still gotta hook them. Not just the rod, not just the cast. You still gotta hook them. Just a little bluegill. A couple of bluegill. Nothing big either. But it's starting to wind down, getting to that money zone where there may be a fish or two lurking here. All right, let's go this way. Okay, I'm gonna stand off from the bank, about 10 foot from the bank, so I don't spook anything. And we're just gonna work the fly ahead of us here. See if we can get something to bite, because a lot of times there'll be something just sitting basically just a few feet from the bank. And if you walk right up to the bank, you're gonna scare them. All right, look right there. Something just swirled. There's a hit. Right there, he was right here. Swirled right there. And then that one was just basically a rod length away. And I'm using an 8-foot fly rod. You can slap the water and whatnot or not. But yeah, normally you don't. But these guys are pretty forgiving. Bluegill and bass. I would say, oh, look out there. Something out there. Let's pop it out there. Okay. Plus I'm using a foam grasshopper, so you kind of want it to hit the water and give it a commotion, because that attracts them. At least that's what I've noticed with the foam grasshopper. You can get a little fancy with the others. There's a hit. You can get a little fancy with the other stuff, but bluegill, bass in particular, they get attracted to that. There's one following. Ah, okay. They actually come to you when you're fishing these grasshoppers. So, good call out. But let's see if we can get something. Getting a lot of hits. And now we just need something to stay on the line. And I'm hoping about this time of day, I've caught many a bass lurking nearby. Okay. Okay, nothing yet. Let's go back this way. Okay, take this one further out. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. All right, little twitchy twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause. Let's see if Mr. Bass wants to play today. Come on, fishy, fishy. Okay, let's go further out. Okay, so what I do is I work it close and I go further out, and then as I finish out a spot, I'll move on to the next. And here I'm in a hurry, so I don't think I have much time today. The sun's gonna set on us. And oh, by the way, someone said there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse tonight, so may be able to see that. I think it's supposed to happen about our time, 9-ish, 9:45-ish Central here in the US. All right, let's work it. Let's go on the other side here. Okay, this particular location, just the other side of where we were, there's a little cove-like thing. It's shallow, but it does have a little channel that feeds into the canal. And I'll stand right there. It's a nice one moving off in the distance. Okay, so right now, this time of day, probably have a good chance at getting some of those bass that are feeding, chasing some little fishies in the shallows. There's a tiny one. Okay. All right. And we just kind of work it in there. Okay. See if Mr. Fishy. There's one striking. Okay. A lot of bluegill, a lot of bass, and I'm just there's a hit. Okay. That was a good hit. Try it again. Let's let it sit. Okay, let's get it closer into the tree line. Okay. Nothing yet. See if Mr. Fishy will come by. Let's go back out. Okay. Right there. Oh, there's a bass. Let's see if we'll chase this. Come on, fishy. Chase it. There's another one right there in front of me. I think that was more of a bluegill. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, we'll keep working it. Come on, come on. There's a little guy, another little guy. Bunch of little ones. Let's see if we can get a bigger one to chase it. Come on, come on. Pause, pause, pause. Another one popping at it. It's little. All right, one further out. I see him. We'll shoot past him, see if he'll come to it. Come on, come on. Right there. I like it when the V-wake, when they're following it, you'll see the V-wake come up right up behind it when you're bringing it in. Those are pretty fun. Okay. I don't know what that is. Holy cow. That looks like a catfish out there. No, that's a turtle. Yeah, it was a turtle. All right. And you can cast pretty good with this little 8-footer. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I mean, you can see, get it out there. No biggie. All right. I normally fish with a 9-foot And then I do have a 10-foot 3-weight. But I also like doing that bait finesse style fishing, ultralight bait casting. That's pretty dang fun. Casting those ultralights, lures. But hey, you gotta have a little fly fishing fun too. Okay? Especially when you're pond fly fishing for whatever bites. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Right there. Right there. All right. Okay. Let's go back this way. All right, there's somebody fishing over there. And this section of the pond, there's one section that they'll come in and kind of parallel the bank. And what you want to do there is just keep casting and see if you can get their attention. Let's see if we can continue getting their attention. So I'm fishing this foam grasshopper wet. It sinks about a couple of inches, and you can do one of these kind of slow movement like this or a twitch, and you really just play it by ear on how the fish are reacting. Bluegill, they'll usually just pop it right away. Same thing with some bass. You get the ones where they're chasing behind it, get a little V-wake behind you. Those are cool. Right now, it's kind of slow. All right, let's pop it out here. Oh, I got me a tree fish. Tree fish. Ooh, forgot about that tree. Who put that there? Ha! All right, so here's the dilemma. I'll pull on it, see if it comes off easy. If not, I may lose my fly. Let's see, I think I lost it. I think that one broke off. Yeah, it did. All right, but luckily, I brought a few more extra. Oh, yeah, I lost the tippet on it. Ooh, that might be a little fun. I didn't bring any extra line. Okay, well, we'll just make do. Okay, I got a tippet ring, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. And I think I'll go with these little near deer streamers. And yeah, let's try one of these guys. Okay, it's sort of like a woolly bugger, but not. It's tied with a jig fly hook, and I've used this one many times for getting limits of trout. It's both stocked ones as well as wild caught. I fished it over there at Beaver's Bend, Lower Illinois, in Oklahoma, as well as the Guadalupe here in Texas. And then in the winter trout stocking months, these local ponds over here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where they'll stock them. I'm sure have a fun time doing so. Okay, bear with me. Let me go ahead and get retied. Yeah, I gotta watch those tree fish. There it is right there. And that's tied on a size 10 jig fly hook. Okay, and I'm just gonna do just a simple improved clinch, and with the this streamer, main thing is get it in the water and keep some movement, and you can do various retrieves with it, the stop and go, little short pull retrieves. And there's another one that I'll do where I'll just kind of sweep the rod in a slow, steady motion and watch for the strike. And typically what happens there is I'm actually watching the fly line and kind of using it as a strike indicator. Okay, let me just get undone here. Okay, let's see where we're at. I think I'm hooked onto some grass. Let's get that out of there. All right, let's just get started. Okay, bear with me. That line management is terrible for me. Okay, all right. Let's go pop it out here real quick. All right, so this one, short pulls. We'll watch for the indication of a strike with the line hesitation as well as it getting pulled. And then when I was saying I swing the rod, I'll do this also, where I'm just swinging the rod like so, and I'm watching the line, seeing if anything is going to take it. All right, let's go back over here. This stretch is usually where I'll get a few of the bass and bluegill that are kind of cruising the bank. Just off this bank, about anywhere between 2 to 3 feet outwards to 8 to 10 feet. They'll be kind of lingering about, and you can see it's a heavily pressured pond, but there's enough at least to keep things interesting. That little fly fishing or ultralight bait casting is definitely fun here. Okay, I'll just kind of sweep the rod here, little short pulls. Oh, something just moved over here. Something just swiped at a bug, it looks like. Okay. I think I got a feather on my leader. Yeah, let me get that out of there. It's sort of like a strike indicator, but I don't like it. It's a feather. Okay, let's try this again. All right. Talk to me, Ghost Rider. Let's see if we can get a little fishy on olive near deer. What's nice about this is this same thing that I do get ready for trout stocking season. It's sort of like good practice, getting your cast out there and the feel of setting the hook when they strike. Okay. I'm just gonna keep working it slowly. We'll go out a little bit further. Let's go out a little bit further. Okay. I'll go back to some short pulls. And I'm mainly working parallel or at acute angles to the bank, seeing if something will come. And the good thing about fly fishing, you can actually use your back cast as a cast and change direction. All right, so, and there's a whole bunch of rules, I guess, that you don't need to follow. To me, as long as you can get what you need to present your fly to the bass or to the fish, and he's biting it, yeah, should be good to go. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go cut out this way. Right. Here I'm doing more movement. Instead of the twitchy retrieve, I'm just kind of doing a steady swing of the rod, watching the line in the water, just in case. Did catch a few decent catfish and decent bass the other day, coming out with the bait finesse gear. That was fun. And now we're just seeing if one of these bass want to play here in the shallows. Okay, let's keep working the bank. All right, I gotta make sure no one's behind me. Let's get it back out. All right. And we'll just keep working the bank. And we'll work it faster since we don't have that much more time. I think it's gonna get dark on us soon. All right, and while I'm doing this, I'm actually looking ahead and around for any indication of some fish activity, usually with some fish kind of swirling and whatnot. Come on, there's a hit. Line picked up and he felt some tension, but then I missed him. Okay, there's a hit, another one. Okay, there's another one. Oh man, 2 in a row again. All right. So what's happening is as I'm bringing in the line, I can feel the tension pull out, and it's a quick strike, and I should be able to set the hook on him, but I missed him. I guess sometimes when your mojo's off, your mojo's off. All right, let's see if we can get close to this cypress tree here. We're getting close. It's shallow here, inches. So is this one little cove. So when you cast here, you let it land in the water and you immediately start bringing your line in so you keep it out of the junk. Okay. We'll just go ahead and cast it out again. And we're just doing one of these running gun techniques. Just get going and keep throwing your fly out there. See if Mr. Fishy wants to play. There's a hit. There's a hit. Ah, that was the junk. Junk on the bottom. Felt like a hit though. Well, there's somebody spooked. Again, he's like 2 foot from the shore. Kind of lurking right there. Okay, let's go back this way. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, let's do it again. I'll cast ahead of me. Work this guy in along the bank. Maybe Mr. Bassy wants to play. No, it doesn't. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Nope. That one I felt the bottom. Felt the tension on the bottom. Okay. Let me just check the fly, make sure I don't have anything clobbering also. There's a lot of greenery here. Okay, there we go. A lot of greenery. Okay, let's see what happens. Mr. Fishy. Let's get it back out again. Come on, come on. All right, over here, there's a nice little hole, depression or whatever. And, okay, all right, let's get one right over there by the little greenery that's there. See if a Mr. Bass will pop out of there. Okay, and then we'll cast one further out. Gets about 4 or 5 feet over here. And we'll let that one sink a little. Let's see if that'll get them going. Okay, nothing. Sounds like a lot of folks don't like my rambling. Oh well, that's the name of the fishing podcast. Fishing Ramblings, realcastfishing.net. It's a fun one. Just yours truly coming out here just fishing for whatever bites. And sometimes you get some, sometimes you don't. And today is a quick trip. And I miss a lot of the chat stuff because I'm fishing and I got a phone in front of me. So when I look down, there could be like 3, 4 chats gone by. I have no clue that anyone said anything. And hey, I like fishing. You guys are welcome to watch me catch a fish or two or lose a fish or two. All right. And so far, this little Reddington Pursuit has done well over the years. That one's got some junk in the trunk here. Okay, all right. It's getting later, and let's see if we can work our way to the other end over here to the back pond. There's usually some activity in the later evening, early evening, where they're chasing these little bait fish, which this little near deer can mimic that fairly good. Let's just walk over here. Okay. And there's the back pond. Water here is like, a foot or less, then it gets really shallow over here on that corner. Here you can, there's usually a few fish lurking, mainly bluegill. And then maybe a bass or two. You just got to get your fly up next to the drainage deal. See if we can get one to hit. Nope. Okay, see if we get another one to hit. Okay, and here I'm just doing a sweep of the rod. I'm not doing the short pulls. Instead, I'm just kind of letting the fly drift through the water. And I'm waiting for a strike. Okay, and so far nothing. Let's try further out. Okay, now I'll just do these steady pulls, short retrieve here. Okay, now I'm gonna work this one shallow area by the tree. All right. Yeah, I gotta get these line cleared real quick. I got it on my shoe. All right, let's try it again. Okay, and see if Mr. Fish here wants to play. Come on. No, that doesn't feel like. Feels like there's some junk on that one. All right, let's go over here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if Mr. Fishy is nearby. Let's go back over here. All right, it's getting dark. And let's see if we can still get anything while it gets darker. All right, this back area gets clobbered with a lot of that greenery. But there's one section we might have an opportunity to cast a few before we have to call it quits. And again, there's that lunar eclipse supposedly tonight. I think I'm gonna check it out. All right, here we go. There's a little regulation that they have for community lakes over here in Texas. And this is actually it's not a catch and release ponds, but they do have community lake rules. So the size limit as well as the number limit, I think is total 5 combined fishies here is the limit for at least this community lake. Okay, all right. Let's see, let's go further out. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, let's go back here. Just kind of working the shoreline. All right, and then during the spawn, a lot of times there's a hit. He struck and then I missed him. All right. That one seemed pretty decent. See if he'll come back. Nope. All right, let's go try here. And here's a transition area, so it's kind of deep there. And then it gets really shallow there, then it gets deeper again. The back pond's hadn't been dredged in a while, so it's less than a foot deep when you get over here to my right. And over the years, that used to be a good section. And but ever since it got sedimented over, it's not as good. Usually you can catch a bunch of bluegill during the spawn because you can see them on their beds out here and get a good opportunity to have some fun catching them. Other than that, during this rest time of year, you're pretty much getting whatever's cruising the shallows, and this later evening usually is better. Okay, so over here it'll be about a foot or so deep. Over here in this one section, it's just a few inches deep. Okay, all right, let's see if we can get it under the tree. Kind of work it right in there. Let's go back that way. All right. All right, let's go back here. There's another spot. This one tree, the limbs have started to come down. One of the storms this past summer. All right, and they're all right here. It's less than a foot deep. So, place has changed over years. Before it was a lot deeper and you had more of an opportunity for some of the bass that would lurk there. Now most of the time the bass are lurking back here in this culvert or over here in the back area near the near the feeder creek. All right, so it's getting dark. Let's see if we just get a couple more casts in, or a few more casts in. Let's see what happens. Maybe I can get one to hit right over here in the culvert. All right. I did catch a bass here once, and he took it under into the culvert. I think I've got a video of that. I was using a little 10-foot 3-weight, that Euro nymph, real Euro nymph shorty. And he actually took it under, and I was able to land him. And it was a pretty fun fight on a little 3-weight. But right now, I may be too late in the day trying to get anything. But hey, who knows? Maybe they still want to bite. All right, let's go back here. And then back over here at this feeder creek, that's where I was catching some of the sunfish that I used the other day for my live bait finesse ultralight rod that I was using to fish some live bait, basically live bluegill, for some bass, and went down the road to another pond, Murphy Pond, that holds some pretty good bass. Ended up getting a decent bass that way. Once I figured out that hooking them in the tail anal fin area was a lot better than the mouth or the dorsal fin. So it's another reason why I'll keep one of these fly rods handy. Is I like having one of those little nymphs ready to go, so I can catch some bait on the fly. But now it's really dark, and it's gonna be maybe hard to catch a fish or two at this point. But let's see if I can give it a go here once I get undone from the ground here. I'm stuck on the ground, it looks like. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. All right, here we go. And the other day we were using these blade lures that had rattles in them, and we were using to get some of the white bass that were over there at one of the lakes that we fished over there in Oklahoma. And that was pretty interesting. We were sight fishing to schooling shad that were getting chased by some of the white bass. So that was a pretty fun evening catching white bass, also called sandies. Okay, all right, it's getting dark, but I'm gonna see if I can get a cast across to the other side real quick and see if I can get one of these guys to come in on me. Usually they'll go to that one point. There's a hit. There we go. This one feels, I don't know, bluegilly. Bluegillish. Okay, and I was using a short retrieve there. Nothing crazy. Oh, it's a bass. Little fingerling bass right there. All right, on the near deer. And that one was on a short retrieve, just kind of doing those short pulls, and he struck. All right, cool beans. Those you can catch pretty much all day, especially when they're in the shallows. And they sure are fun. And let's see if we can get another one to strike. Bear with me. Okay, we'll just do the short pull there. And just feel that tension on the line, as well as look for the line movement. And like I was saying, you definitely want to keep your finger like so when you're setting the hook. Oh, I just saw, look like some bass moving about in the shallow on the other side. So let's see if we can get another one of these guys to hit before it gets too dark. Okay, right there, right on the edge. Okay, there he goes, he picked it up. I felt that one, little jumper. Oh, he's a jumper, big time. All right. So yeah, at one point, usually in the evening, these guys are moving about. You just cast it over to the other side. And like I was saying, this little 4-weight, 8-foot Reddington rod, no problem with it. getting the distance I need for it. And this is kind of the rod that I keep ready at the man cave at the house. And if I decide to go, oh, there's something else hitting. All right, let's see if we'll get another one to pick up. Okay. Here I'm not actually able to see the line anymore. It's getting too dark. But I do see some movement out in the distance. Like some of the bass are coming into the shallows chasing these little bait fish, which this is exactly what it mimics. And here I'm just feeling for the line or the strike with the line. Usually I'll feel that tension, pull on the line first. All right, let's get it out there. Okay, let's flip it over. Okay, now let's just kind of, it's getting dark though, so I'm not sure how well the fly looks like to fish in the dark here, being it's a dark color and it's olive. But hey, it's supposed to be a lunar eclipse tonight, so maybe fishy's got something else to think about with that eclipse. Okay, drag it slow here, see if I get them to hit. Come on, right there. Nope. All right, let's shoot out some line here real quick. Okay, I'll take it a little bit further to the left. Slide it over. Okay. Yeah, maybe a little too dark for the fishies. But hey, let's go try the off side again. Right out there again. There's a nice drop off right over here. Kind of does one of these, boom. And I videotaped it before with a underwater camera, and a bunch of these little bluegill come in there and just kind of linger about. And what I'm hoping, there might be a bass or two lingering there as well. Come on. All right. But oh, something just jumped over there on the far side. Let's cast ahead of him. See if he's interested. There we go. Ah, thought I felt the pickup. Nope. All right, let's do one more over here. Okay, way out there I see some movement. There was one night I came out here in the summer. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, he's running. He's a little bit bigger. It's Mr. Bass, evening bite. He got another jumper too. A little bit bigger than the other ones. Come on. Come on, Mr. Bass. Okay, so pretty much just casting to the far bank right there. And a 4-weight. It's dark, so like I said, I'm not sure how much more strikes I'll get in the dark, but they are feeding on these little minnows and stuff, so good stuff. All right, and you know, that's how fishing goes. I just fish for the first beginning and just did a bunch of scouting, trying to figure out where they're at and kind of see what the pattern is. And basically the foam grasshopper that I ended up losing to a tree fish was really just getting the little guys striking. So there's another hit. Okay, but right now it looks like something is feeding here off this point, and luckily this little near deer, looks like an olive woolly bugger, is enough to get them thinking maybe it's a fish or two. All right, there's another riser out in the distance. Let's see if he'll come back. Okay. So yeah, there's some little ones, there's some big ones, but that's fishing. You know. So appreciate y'all joining today. These impromptu mobile fishing live streams. Sometimes it's pond fly fishing. Other times I'm out there with the bait finesse gear. Several weeks ago, I was out on the coast, Galveston, doing a little live stream late evening one. Enjoying some fun times trying to catch a fish or two. Fishing under the lights, definitely fun. And it really got me started in getting another BFS I call it the live bait finesse combo. And that's a Shakespeare ugly stick, 7-foot, 2-piece, and a Shimano Corrado BFS XG. And I've already caught, about a 20-inch catfish off it, and then about maybe a 16-inch bass or so. And so I've been pretty happy with that one. And then I did catch a really nice catfish, 28-inch, using that Flight Feather 2-pound test line, Kingfisher reel. And I was fishing a Yuzuri snap bean. Check out in the channel. You'll see in one of the shorts feeds, one of the catfish that I caught. Again, it was while I was live streaming, and I cut it down in a short so you can at least not have to see the other non-fish that I didn't catch. All right. Okay, so I believe it's getting a little bit too dark now. So let's just wind it down here. Let's do one more cast. Okay. All right, let's see what the last cast does for us here. Okay. Again, I'm just feeling for the line. Got my finger like so, holding on to the, there's the line. Oh, come on. He had it. Took out line on me. All right, okay. I lied. I won the last cast. We're gonna go again. All right, let's see if we can do it again. Okay. Just kind of pulling the line slowly, feeling for the strike. What happens is I'm not seeing the line. I'm feeling the line go out when I set the hook. Sort of night fishing, fly rod style. And it's kind of hit or miss when it comes to fishing at night, because sometimes you're not sure if they can really even see your fly, you know. But I'm thinking, oh, there's something just moving in the shallows. He just rose out on that point. Maybe another one of those bass like I just caught. Let's get it further out. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're coming into that point where there's another hit. No, that's some junk. Yeah, so there's a point here, okay, and it comes up and then it flattens out, and they're all just kind of staging right there, looking for things to bite or strike or chase into the shallows. And I'm suspecting it's the right over here to the left or to the right. Oh, I got it right in front of them. Come on, take it. Come on, take it. All right, that's cool. Got some risers, cast into some risers. I'm good with that. Okay. All right, let's just get it way out there. Okay. Like I said, I'm using an 8-foot fly rod, and I'm able to cast it across the pond here. It's like basically 20-yard, 25-yard cast. Nothing fancy, but nothing that should stop you with this 8-foot 4-weight. Okay, and I'm just using your standard weight forward floating line, 4-weight, weight forward. I do have that OPSD Skagit one-handed space stuff on the other rods. But for this right now, pond fly fishing, hey. Oh, there's another riser. This is all you need. All right. Oh, come on. Okay. He picked it up. I can feel it going out again. All right. Come on. Let's do it again. All right. Take it right into where I just saw one rise. Let's see if he'll hit it. Come on. Okay. I think that's it. All right. Well, appreciate y'all joining today. And hey, next time we can chat later, and good luck and good fishing.